What's going on? What's going on? It is I, Nate, yet again with special guest, Diesel. Diesel, what's up?
I'm doing.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Are you feeling it today?
I'm not feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. I
All right.
will assure that.
Well, fair enough. So
You
today we
remind
will
me of Mr.
be.
Krabs.
I remind you of Mr. Krabs. Money,
Yeah.
money. Yeah, I don't know about that cut. So yeah, today we'll be continuing work on the same stuff I was doing yesterday, trying to get trying to get some full stack development going. And as a backend developer, I've heard that I may not be the best full stack developer in the world, but you know, I think if we try sometimes, just might find get what you need. Am I right or am I right?
See that was a song reference
It was a
that
song
I don't
reference.
I don't think that most of your
You
viewers will
can't
actually
always
know.
get what you want. Nothing for that. You don't think the viewers don't know? You know it.
I do.
You're in the key demo.
Yeah, but
Like we check my analytics here. Let's get to it. YouTube Studio, analytics, audience. Where the hell does it say the audience breakdown by? Here we go. 25 to 34 years. You're 25 to 30. No, how old are you?
24.
24? 24? You're within the 35%. You know that song. And then most of the people here are older. 46.8%, 25 to 34,
Yeah, but
13.3%,
look at
35
all
to
the
44.
13 to 17-year-olds. It's like 1% of your
1.4%.
audience.
They don't even have money. They can't pay for money. They don't even have money. They can't pay for shit. Who cares? These are the real ones, and they know that you can't always get what you want.
You gotta like open up your audience because you're missing out on a lot of retirees,
I
you
am.
know?
I'm also missing out on every woman.
Well,
So I need to be making content to target retired women.
yeah.
That's the only way. All right, let's get into it. Let's quit with this charade. This name is Tukend. It says hello. Hello, this name is Tukend. I hope you can help guide me and Diesel through. You would think that with I brought somebody else on here who's an expert in next.js to really help me out. No, I brought on Diesel.
I've never touched next.js in my life.
Yeah, I know.
No, you know what? I did my docs in it with a template. So
That's more Next.js than I've done until now. So where we last left off, I created the sign me up button. When you click it, it asks you if you've entered the Discord. If you click no, it'll send you to the Discord, of course, because you got to be in the Discord for it to work. And if you click yes, nothing happens. Nothing happens. So today at work, actually, you know what? Today on my free time, when I was on break and lunch from work, I certainly wasn't looking at this stuff while I was at work. That would be ridiculous. But today, during my free time that was not encumbered by any corporate entity, I was looking through the next.js server components stuff. And I guess the way they want you to do everything is Bounce Back says, "Good night, Nathaniel." And you spelled everything wrong there. Anyway, the way they want you to do it is to have a server component that you render on the server that goes and asks, APIs, databases, whatever, for whatever information. And then you just render it on the server and then send the HTML to the user. So that's how you're supposed to handle all of the OAuth 2 nonsense. So what we'll have is I've decided to start using Photoshop as like the rich man's notepad or Windows Paint, whatever.
everything else is trash
What do you mean everything else is trash?
except Affinity Photo.
Photoshop is, yeah, Affinity is good. Photoshop is good. I've been using
Everything
Krita
else
for a
is
long time.
garbage.
It's not good. GIMP
It's
is
really
absolute
bad.
awful. Yeah.
None of the menus make sense.
Nothing makes
And
sense anywhere outside of Photoshop, honestly. So let's just. So basically, what was I going to
I
demonstrate with this?
kind of hate that new like little box that they added, the
This
little
box?
toolbar. A
Oh,
little toolbar. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, this one, yeah. Can we just like do a generative fill? I forget the generative fill button. Help. Generative fill. Oh, I need to select something. Generative fill. This is kind of neat though, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
an architecture diagram of a next.js application. So whatever it puts up there, that's what I'm trying to build. Bounce Back says, "Have you tried Excalidraw?" No, I'm not going to try anything else. Photoshop is the correct answer.
Y-
There we go.
You
So this is
should.
what we're trying to build. Also this, additionally this.
This. Yes.
Yeah. So let's this computer needs to be
Deleted.
make the computer a MacBook Pro.
That might be too specific.
I think it'll be fine. There's got to be a bunch of pictures of MacBook Pros that they've trained this thing on. I mean, every computer of the Photoshop developers is probably a MacBook Pro, right? Yeah, look at that. We got a MacBook Pro. Okay, so now we just say
What is up with that trackpad though?
make an architecture diagram. The trackpad, no, this is like the divot in the front that you put your thumb in to open the screen. Okay, so this is what we're trying to build. I'll do another one. Okay, oh, it's doing architecture.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, it is. And let's just do real quick. Let's see. Mountains. I should not be dicking around in this. I have work to do.
Is this what they pay you for?
No, I don't do any AI stuff at work. All right, so that one's good. So then what we want to do is do a quick lasso here, and then we will invert selection. Is this the invert selection button? Invert selection. And then we'll just generative fill a beach with many attractive ladies. This could be dangerous. Guys, I might get canceled right here. Well, that's not bad. So this is what we're trying to build, you know? Me on a laptop with many attractive ladies at the beach. And the next step in achieving this will be probably deleting the entire everything on this artboard.
Yeah, just delete Photoshop.
What does it matter to me for? How do I delete all these? I don't want any of this. Go away.
Just unselect them
All right, unselect, delete,
and then
delete,
like,
delete,
yeah,
delete,
just-
delete, delete.
just
Okay.
highlighted. Okay.
All right, now that we've had our fun. The fun is over. There's no fun on the Nate stream. Do I make myself
That's
clear?
for sure.
Watch it. Okay, I can't use the brush tool. Why can't I use the brush tool? Try selecting layers within the artboard. Oh. All right, brush tool. What? Do I need a new layer? All right, maybe I don't know how to use Photoshop.
Delete the artboard, man. Just right click it, delete it.
All right, duplicate artboard. No. Let's make this bad boy gray. That didn't do anything. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm trying to do. What am I
I
accomplishing
mean,
here?
you started dicking around with AI, and I'm like,
Yeah, okay, so
on
now...
top.
Yeah, I know. All right. So what we have is, of course, a web page that has a picture of me, and then some words, and then some more words, and then you got the yes, no.
You should use Excalibur.
You know, someone just recommended me Excalibur, and I don't think I will. Thanks for suggesting it, though. So this thing needs to be a server. Okay, fine. Quit Photoshop. Don't save.
And that's all it
terminal,
took.
Brew install Excalibur.
Oh, it's just a browser app.
Oh, it's just in the browser?
Yeah, you just Excalibur. Really nice.
Excalibur.
Yeah, you can make it light theme or dark theme. You know,
Why didn't it automatically make a dark theme? How do I make a dark theme?
Because it's not for fucking nerds by default. It's for like people that do shit. Okay, so you can draw on it. You can also draw little boxes and text, and it has like sane keybinds for things.
Sane keybinds.
Yeah. Like if you want a rectangle, you press R.
Huh.
If you want an arrow to something, you press A.
Huh. Neat. Is D just for diamond? All right. All right, so what was that? What did I press to get the eraser? E, of course. Let's erase all this nonsense. And then what is the pen? Is it P? It is. It's P for pen. E for eraser.
Doesn't that
I
just
like
make
this.
sense?
Yeah, this is not bad. Does it like T or 8 for text? Okay. So let's so we'll draw a box. You know what? We will draw a rectangle here. So this will be the server stuff, and this will be the client stuff. So we'll just do a, oh, that's not what I want. I want a T for text, server. Oh. T for text, and then client. So on the server, we have, so on the client, we will be, I keep hitting R instead of T.
You struggling with the keyboard today?
I
you also
really
don't have
am.
to do erase. You can just like click something and delete it. I think
neat.
D works.
Okay, so on the client, we have the intro text, buttons, and then we'll have the no button, which will go to a server rendered component. And that server rendered component will be, well, actually, the no button will then activate a sign in with Discord button. And then when that gets redirected back, then we will have the, we need to read the token out of the OAuth to redirect, followed
I'm really sure
by,
this is how flowcharts work, but
this is how flowcharts work. I'm sorry. Who works at a massive corporation here? It's me. It's me. I know flowcharts.
Obviously not.
V to select and then delete the selection. All right, cool.
You put an arrow inside of a box.
Yeah, and of course I put the arrow inside of the box. Where else does the arrow go? What do you think? I'm just gonna go willy-nilly putting arrows everywhere? Ooh, I'm Diesel. This is how I write arrows. Is this what you want, Diesel? Is this how flowcharts work to you?
I hate you.
This is insane. This is insanity. Absolute insanity. What was I doing? Oh yeah. So then it's going to be read the token out of the OAuth 2 redirect. Check the Discord users servers for Nate stream, and then okay, I'll save that one for later. We'll put that to the side.
That's
This is good. I like this arrow, but we'll save it for later. And then I keep pressing A instead of text because this thing is an A, so I keep wanting to do A for it's the A one. And then
if they made it a T, like you still wouldn't know what it's for.
shut the hell up. If they're there, then what we'll do is let's just make this a little more narrow. And we'll just drag this down here and widen this out. Then what they'll get is I keep pressing A! Oh! Anyway, so if they're in the server, then what we'll do is we'll give them a sign up page.
How are you a team lead again?
I don't work on front end. I'm good at what I do, I swear. I'm very good at tricking people.
I mean, that Discord bot says otherwise.
Discord bot is hard. Anyway.
That's not front end.
Yeah, it's difficult though. So then we, if they're there, we give them the sign up page on the client, and then that's going to include a PDF upload box and a place to put your name. And honestly, we don't even need the name because we can just use the Discord, their Discord name, right? So all we really need is the PDF upload box.
You know, you could share this with me. I could actually, we can co-create this,
No, I don't think I will.
which is always a great idea.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm dumb, but
yeah,
I'm not that dumb.
Just click that little people,
And then the
button
PDF
up there,
upload box. Nope.
and
And then the PDF upload box. I keep hitting A. And the PDF upload box
No, we
will
don't talk about PDF.
store the PDF and Discord username in the database. So that's all we got to do. So we got some client and server interaction going on. We got some other stuff, I guess.
Oh, that's the other really neat thing about Excalibur. Those arrows are like hooked up to the
You spin
objects.
me right round, baby, right round. Anybody?
Whatever happened to the syntax error song, you know?
Syntax error song?
Yeah, from like your first stream.
Oh yeah, that first stream was wild. Everyone go watch it on YouTube, please. Actually, it's not even on my main YouTube account. It's on the archive YouTube account. No, it's not. It's not anywhere. The only
Why
place
do
you can
have
get that
an
is on a
archive
clip.
YouTube account?
What was that?
Why do you have an archive YouTube account?
Because I hadn't set up restreaming to YouTube yet, so I had no way of like saving it without like uploading it separately. And then I realized I could just restream to YouTube, and then it would be saved immediately. So I immediately gave up on that second account because I didn't want to have upload videos like every day to my main YouTube account that were just streams. Because no one wants to rewatch a stream. You got to watch it live. Shout out to all you viewers out there watching live. Thanks.
All four?
It's better than 0.
3?
It's still better than 0. So anyway, we need to make a sign in with Discord button. So is there like a sign in with Discord like badge or something? That's all I want.
If only it were that easy.
Discord OAuth 2 badge thing. All right, well, this is a Discord JS guide. Do they not have like a sign in with Discord button? Is this just something they refuse to do?
I've never seen it before.
Well, there's a Discord OAuth 2
Maybe you could just
library.
have them join the server and then have them like put in their username. I don't know.
This is what I'm writing a robot to do that. So we have this. Is this a library I should be using? Published a month ago. It's TypeScript, which is good.
Is it though?
Oh wait, is this? Oh wait, no, this is just. Oh shoot. Reopen, close tab. See, I'm so bad at web stuff. I don't even know. Is Reboxer? Is this guy or gal? Oh, used by 1.5K with 7 contributors. Oh, this place is legit. I'm doing it. npm I discord dash oauth 2.
How many vulnerability? Oh, no vulnerabilities.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
looks good, right? So we need to make a component. Well, first we need to make it so that when you click yes, it sends you to log in with Discord. So how does this work? OAuth token request. So I need that localhost / callback. I got to figure that out. Using class constructor options. Client ID, client secret, OAuth token request. So this will happen in a server component, and we'll call get user, and we'll call get user guilds, which is important. We don't care about any of this other stuff. We won't want their nickname. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. I like this. So within app,
You should
what's up?
flash your token.
I'm gonna not do that, or at least I'll try not to. Classic blunder. We've all been there. So we have this thing. So I need to make a
I
new.
haven't seen how you actually like handle sensitive data on the stream.
Well, I just do put it on my other screen, deal with it, and then bring it back over. I was doing this when I was doing the Discord bot. Like I just shoved it all into a environment variable and then made sure that I didn't ever print it on accident. It's not a lot to it. So I need to make a server component. How to make a server component next.js. Rendering, server components. Static rendering, dynamic rendering. Definitely want dynamic rendering. There's a bunch of stuff. Where do I put it? Where to put server components React.js. No, I want next.js. Okay, that was the same one. Oh, everything I need to know, but it's a YouTube video and I'm not a React streamer.
You are now.
No. Well, yeah. Fair enough. All right. Add a server-side component, establish a new directory for the component, and add a server.js file to it. I'm not doing a JS
Really
file.
gone full circle now.
What are you talking about? Full circle.
You, Now you're doing front end dev.
Yes! Okay, we're not using pages anymore, though. We use app. So that's wrong.
Oh, this is the best part about web dev is
What?
the documentation is always out of date.
Yeah, and it's been from like 6 days ago, and it's like, nah, I'm sorry, this isn't what you want. All right, the new app directory, okay. React server components, okay. Layouts, okay. Server actions, got it. Enhanced router, yes, sir. Layouts are defined as layout. Templates is template. Errors, error. Loading, not found. What does this mean? From now on, we can create various types of components in an app directory using a specific file name convention specific to next.js. Got it. Okay, where do you put them? Assuming a server component is not a child of a client component, it will be rendered on the server and sent to the client as compiled JSX. Great. Where do you put it? Where does it go? New app directory. Okay, what? Where does it go? Which one of these are server components?
42.
There's no 42. This only goes up to 9.
Oh, 69.
All right, we can collate files. We can place files where they're used. For example, when we place a component in the same directory as the page that uses it. Okay. You can see from above, page component pages. Where not to collate. Okay, where I don't do it. Because your apps are global. They're used across multiple pages. You can place them in the app directory, an app component, app lib, etc. So I have app component and app lib. I don't have anything in them, though. I also have an API. I don't know what that's about.
Maybe that's where you put them.
All right, so this looks like something. Lib, they have an auth.ts. I think we should do the same.
What's the purpose of a server component? Is it just like a API route?
It's just code that runs on the server that when it's done running, it turns into HTML that's sent to your user somehow through magic, I guess.
Just magic.
Sure.
So the React devs are okay with just like having magic in their code.
I guess. So we got that. I really appreciate that they have optional semicolons. That's one of the things I love, where it's like, semicolon? Yeah, if you want. We'll use them. You don't have to. It's okay.
Doesn't Go have that?
No. Yes, it's exactly the same with Go. But in Go, they're like, don't use a semicolon unless you have to. In TypeScript and JavaScript, they're like, yeah, use semicolons, definitely. It doesn't matter if you don't, but use them. You know what I mean? Like in Go, it makes sense where they're like, hey, man, if you really need a semicolon, if you're doing a line, you want to do everything on one line, you can. You can use a semicolon, but like, honestly, brother, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got you. In JavaScript, they're like, yes, we absolutely use semicolons 100%, unless you don't feel like it. You know what I mean? Like Go feels like a pragmatic approach, and JavaScript/TypeScript feels like a, I don't know, kind of approach.
I mean, I think they used to be a necessity.
Yeah.
Probably, way back when. But has Go always just been like, only use semicolons if you have to?
Yes, always.
Yeah, that's C and C++, on the other hand, that's a sinking ship.
Yeah.
Although curly braces in C++ are optional in conditionals.
Well, it's not that they're optional in conditionals. It's a one statement, and you can make multi-line statements using curly braces.
Yeah. It's very weird where they're actually strict at.
Like, there's a set of rules that make sense if you know them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so for client ID and client TV, Josh, what's going on? Hello, I'm working on my resume review sign up sheet, trying to integrate with Discord OAuth 2, and
Review my
trying to do it.
resume Friday.
If you help me get the sign up sheet finished.
Is that the deal?
No,
Because I'm helping so much right now.
if it gets finished, no, I'll review your resume. Pfft. Of course, I heard you were stepping out on me and reviewing resumes off stream.
I
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I heard and watched it with my
because
own
you couldn't
eyes.
get me in your busy schedule.
Yeah, sorry. I'm real busy. It's tough to
Why don't you
coordinate.
just like stay
Hence the
up till
page.
like 4 o'clock in the morning reviewing resumes?
Yeah, how about I don't do that? How about this? When I hit 100,000 followers, I will do one stream where I stay up until 4 a.m. reviewing everyone's resume.
Do I got your word on it?
What?
Do I got your word on that?
Yes, when I hit 100,000 followers, I will stay up till 4 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time
How do
reviewing
I clip
resumes
things?
once. So if you can remind me of that when that happens.
I gotta figure out how to clip things.
Yeah, well, it's a button on the. You know what? I'm not going to get to it. So now what we need to do is, we need to get that client ID and client secret in as like environment variables. env vars next.js. Is that what you do?
I think you do a .env.
.env. Okay, that works. Where does this go? Just right in the
directory.
root directory.
Yeah.
All right. How do I make something in the root? Just right here. Okay. .env .local, and then we'll say. What will we say?
You need a D's variable.
D's.
Yep. There you go.
All right. So in addition to that, we will need a client ID and client secret. Discord client ID. Discord client secret. So this is the really fun part. I'm going to move my editor off the screen while I go generate a new client ID and secret. I know.
Weak.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'll pull up some, just to keep the, just grab one of these, turn off the audio so that I don't get copyright struck. Let's just go right here. Okay, so you guys are still engaged while I'm generating keys over here.
You should set that up with your little stream deck you got there.
There's just a one button and it just immediately brings us into that stuff.
Yeah, I mean you can just record a bunch of it and download the video.
That's not a bad idea. So we got my application ID, terms of service, interactions endpoint, boring. All right.
What if you like get some of those GTA videos or the Minecraft parkour or something like that?
That's a good idea. Oh no, it's asking for my two-factor authentication code. All right. Discord. You'd think I would have just figured out to do this beforehand, but I'm nowhere near smart enough for that.
Well, have you tried just getting good?
You know what? I'll try that next time. I didn't realize.
This guy really sucks at this game.
All right, so I'm excited because I'm at some point gonna have to deal with this. It's gonna be a hassle, but whatever. You must specify at least one URI for authentication to work. If you pass a URI in an OAuth request, it must match exactly. Okay. So the URI will be http ://localhost/callback. And then we'll do another one, http ://https what's this going to be? Resume sign up.npmail.com. And we'll save these changes. And we will save my .env.local thing. And then I'm going to add a new thing in .env.local called test, so that I don't have to test by printing out one of these random things. Okay. So hopefully I didn't lose too many viewers while doing that. In fact, I think I have more viewers now. I should just become I should just stream the game all the time.
A stream farmer.
Yeah, exactly. So we have our .env.local. It's in there. We're not going to worry about it, though. So then we need to get this. So I guess I just say process.env.discord client ID. And this one will be process.env.discord client secret. So that'll work. Why isn't it? Okay, there we go. Diestel says you have ligma. Curious why you would accuse me of having such a vile disease.
You're not gonna ask?
Ask what?
What it is?
What's what?
I gotta ask what the disease.
What disease?
Is.
What disease?
The disease that the viewer.
TV Josh says,
like,
"What's ligma? Ligma balls. Got him." Ha sorry, Diesel stole it. Got him.
God damn it!
Yeah, I know. I'm a real bastard. Diesel says F star CKU. And I had to manually approve him saying that. So we need to have some function that I can use from outside of here. So do I just say like export function? I don't know. We'll call it get user, and then it'll be taken the access underscore token. I have no idea how to write a JavaScript library function. I do all my JavaScript in one single thing. Arrow function camel case. Is that better?
That looks right.
Oh, this is just the token request though. So I want to say export token. Yeah. Export function request token. And then we'll have another function. We'll call it export function.
Can't really even figure out what the style guide is for JavaScript anymore.
Yeah. Well, this isn't even JavaScript. This is TypeScript. Nice try. So we'll say OAuth.get user.
Same kid, different dad.
Yeah. Access underscore token. Dot then console.log. That's not what I. Is this what I want to do? And then this will return. I don't know. You know what? I don't even need that. I just want to know expert const get user equal. Why do I have to declare a function to be const? So instead of using the function keyword, you're asking me to declare a const lambda. Is there a reason to do that other than just because it looks cooler? Because you get to use the fancy arrow syntax that on some editors turns into an actual arrow. Is that the reason for this?
I've been told it's supposed to be faster.
What? What?
I don't know
How?
about const lambda because it's going to be defined.
All right. I
He
don't.
just gave in the peer pressure.
I don't get it, man. I don't. Is this the way you do it? Lambda has a different scope, but mainly because styling. All right. Fair enough.
This is what the JavaScript
The
devs
scope
want.
doesn't matter because I guess I am using OAuth, but this is going to be imported using the function anyway, or using the yeah. Okay.
Look, just accept it.
That's what I've chosen to do for this project. I said, you know what? I'm going to do whatever they tell me.
I don't know if that's a good attitude to go by.
What's wrong with this? Access token implicitly has an any type. Why do you have to? Is that how you do that? Okay. Unless, of course, there's some new string because you can't use the old string. I have to use, I'm just going to do Rust style syntax.
Everything's implicit.
Is this what you want? Is this how we do things here? Do I need to turbo fish this bad boy?
Why don't you just rewrite it in Rust?
Oh, good idea. We all know I'm fully capable of writing a Rust application, front end and back end. So how do I make this?
You can.
Arrow function inherit this from parent scope. Well, shouldn't I be in a class if I'm going to use the this? Normal have their own. I don't understand this web dev stuff. This is like, or this full stack dev stuff. This is madness. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a real quick console.log
yeah, this is like
token.
It's not like Java. It's very strange.
Like Java would be preferable because at least like in Java you can kind of trace things and you can look up the definitions of annotations. But using this, it's like, yeah, hey man, you just put this file in the /wieners folder. Don't worry about it. It's like, well, what does that do? And it's like, well, no, it's the /wieners folder. That's where you put these files of this type. Yeah, but then what does it do? Don't worry about it. What are you, a cop? That's how it works in these freaking things.
You don't have a /wieners folder.
I don't. Do I need one? Is that something that's undocumented that apparently every web dev knows that I just haven't figured out yet? Yeah,
didn't you read about it?
Yeah, didn't you read about it? Yeah, it's just on some guy's blog that from 2009. It's actually the only thing from 2009 that's still relevant in web dev. So nobody updated it. Nobody made any new documentation.
Yeah, that's where you're supposed to put your database.
You put your database in the /wieners folder. Yeah, it was invented by Thomas J. Wien, the inventor of the JavaScript database interface. Before then, everyone was just manually writing down all their users' information. It would come to them in an email.
Modern web dev.
That's web dev for you. Classic web dev. Very stupid. All right, so I seriously have no idea where to put the server component of this thing. Where nothing's ever told me where this. Do I just make a new one? Or do I just call it like? Do I put it in components? I'll just make a new file in components. I'll call it Discord login nonsense dot tisics.
Oh no, man,
This
you
what we want?
can't do the camel case.
What is this? Use client. So I'll say use server in a random. By the way, this is how you designate whether or not something is a server component or a client component. You just put a string as the first line.
That's like Spring Boot levels of
This is worse than Spring Boot.
nonsense.
At least Spring Boot, you have the at, and it's like, hey, by the way, this is an annotation. You can look these up. This one, it's like, oh, just put a string in there. You use a Python style comment, a string that gets optimized out, as an annotation. And I know this one's true.
This is
This is how you're supposed to do this. This is the correct way to do it.
Yeah, there's also there's like a strict mode that kind of does that. Oh no, it's just like strict in a string, and you just put that at the top of the JavaScript file, and then it makes it strict.
Does it require you to have semicolons? Is that what strict JavaScript is? It's JavaScript with actual semicolons everywhere?
Pretty much.
So stupid. Isn't strict obsolete? It's obsolete. I'm sorry, Diesel. You learned about that 3 minutes ago. It's obsolete now,
Look,
according to TV Josh.
I'm just saying it's there.
It's there. It was there until they obsoleted it. Nice try, idiot. You don't know web dev like I know web dev. Like me and TV Josh know web dev.
This?
Yeah, you've been doing it for too long. Get out of here, old man. You're 24 years old. That means you're 10 years too late to the JavaScript train. Go away. If you didn't come out the womb 5 minutes ago and start writing JavaScript 2 minutes ago, you're an old man. You need to quit. That's how it feels.
I remember back in my day.
Back
we used
in
to write
my day.
prototypes, and we liked it.
I remember that HTML is just an XML document. Hypertext. This is stupid. Why do people do this? The fact that this is like the standard, and if you want to write a web anything at a company, this is like the shit you have to do. It's insane.
Have you seen how Spring Boot handles database credentials, though? Like this kind of reminds me of that.
I hate Spring Boot for all the same reasons I hate this, except I hate this way worse. I forget how to even do this. Was it export default function? Whatever. I don't even remember how to do this. Okay, so it's all right, it's one of those. For a second I thought I clicked on env.local. I clicked on auth.ts. That was so scary. Export default function Discord login, and then we'll return some stuff. And then I gotta right click. How do I? Okay, parsing error. Oh, that's right. Okay.
You should set up your linter to where everything has to be uppercase and underscores.
Default lower D arrow. What? Oh, are we doing the? I'm just gonna copy how we do it in page. Yeah, this is fine. This name is toucan. What am I doing? I'm not doing an arrow for this. This is. All right, so we'll return that, and then we'll say test. I just want to make sure we have this whole thing set up right. So then if they click yes, have you entered the Discord? So this is the yes button. This is the no button. So then, I don't know. We're just gonna put it in here just to see and make sure we can like even access it. How do I do this? Do I just do Discord login? Oh, I need to import it. So this is import Discord login from Discord login nonsense. Is that how you do this?
Yes.
I just hit tab. Okay,
I
so that'll
agree.
work. And then we'll just say Discord login. Will that like scream at me if I click yet? No, it's not. Oh, I stopped running the thing. That one. Okay, that one was on me. Devins is already. Yeah, start another instance.
Damn, did you just press a button?
Yeah, I'm not having a fun time. This isn't good. Okay, so the Discord login thing. Wait, no, that just says the word Discord
Yeah,
login.
you just put it
How
as a
do I
literal.
oh,
I think you
do I do
just
one of these?
like plop.
No, that's not it.
Yeah,
Wait, is that what I do?
I think that's what you do.
No, that wasn't it. Did you mean use server? Use dash server? Oh,
Eh,
excuse me.
uh,
I'm sorry my comment that gets optimized out anyway isn't good enough for you. All right, great. Server actions must be async func. Cannot update a component hot reload while rendering a different component router. To locate bad set state, call inside router. Follow the stack
Yes.
trace as described in reactjs.org/link set state in render. Fine.
Try
What?
reloading. Just do a pop.
They just sent
Put
me to a GitHub issue.
Just put do a control R on localhost 3000. Just see if it does a thing. 'Cause I
Async
think
await
that's
is
part
not
of
yet
the dev
supported in
tools.
client components, only server components. This error is often caused by accidentally adding use client to a module that was written late. How do I?
This is funny.
Whose idea was this?
Yours?
No, not that. Next.js. Okay, so it's Vercel. So let's go to the Vercel website.
You know, people go to boot camps for this kind of stuff.
Company about. These are investors.
You can yell at them too.
Is there like who's the founder and CEO of Linear? Where's the CEO of this company?
He's a React guy.
Guillermo Rauch. All right.
Who does Vercel make next?
Yeah.
You just gonna yell at him?
Yeah. I'm gonna bitch at him on Twitter. It's current year. This is what you do when you're not happy. I don't know what's taking this so long to load. Oh, I know. They rewrote the whole thing in Next.js.
Wouldn't even surprise me.
I'm on a gigabit connection. I don't know what's taking this so long. What was this guy's name? Also,
Skill
shout out
issue.
to Nate Codes and this guy, Bjorn Stahl. What was this
Shout
guy's
me
name?
out, too.
Guillermo something? Guillermo Rauch? All right, you win this time, Guillermo.
Doesn't he have a Twitter?
I guess not. I think I can give you one guess as to why you would have shut one down if you had one. Limits
People
of
like
what you can
you.
do in JavaScript. Information is in the stack you see in the browser. All you need to do is skip the lines that are inside React. See the JavaScript stack, you must click on a small arrow next to the error message. Appreciate being a bit annoying. Okay.
Try
Small arrow.
refreshing the page.
Use error handler. Well, I mean, it's this. This is the problem. It's. I'll refresh the page. How did refreshing the page? Okay, I see. So when I click it, it tries to do the server component, and that's when we get the problems. Is this not how you're supposed to do? Oh, this name is Toucan. Coming through with the X link. Thank you. All right, what do I say? How do I tweet at him? Can I like? Do I have to follow him if I want to tweet at him? I can message him. I'm not gonna send him a message though.
I think you should.
He might respond. How do I tweet at him? Do I just say at RouchG? It's not even letting me copy. All right. At RouchG. Did I spell Rouch wrong? RAUCHG. At RouchG. I'm trying to use next.js to build an app and am having trouble. Please help me. Post. I think this will get the message through to him.
Dude, if he joins, like,
How
what are you
funny
gonna
would that
do?
be, bro? uh, I legitimately, deep down inside my soul, thought this was how you're supposed to do this. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I think everyone knows that. But like, how am I supposed to do this? Because all the research I did indicated that that's how you're supposed to do it. I legitimately don't know what to do here.
It's be so much easier with like a little REST API, a little back end, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Tried rewriting it in Rust.
You know what? I considered it, and then I thought, no, I don't think I will. All right, so you've created your app, which this doesn't really look like much of an app. The hell is dynamic?
What if you just make a native application?
Yeah, a native application, so you can just download a native application.
Yeah.
I'll put it in. I'll do it in Swift, so that only Mac users can get their resume reviewed. All right, so you write a component. Do I need next dynamic? Is that what I need? On submit, export default function. Is this what we do? And that calls send post, and then on the API endpoint. No, they're creating API endpoints. We don't do API endpoints. We do server components.
Damn, look at those toenails.
Server components. All right, this name is Toucan. Says, yep, React plus Spring Boot best stack. Yeah, how about we don't? How about we don't? That's it. I was about to finish that sentence. How about we don't something? But no, just how about we don't?
You should make a full stack application only in Java.
I mean, people have done it, I think.
You remember the days whenever Java applets existed?
Yeah. Yeah, that was not fun.
in Flash. God.
Where it's not telling me how to use it. It's just giving me like a high level overview. But it's telling me about fonts. But I'm doing all my fonts with the Tailwind anyway. Or I guess not fonts, I'm doing font styling.
You know how much simpler this would be with HTMX and a Go backend?
You know, it's crazy. I I do know how much simpler this would be. I'd be done by now. It would look like shit, but I'd be done. Maybe I just don't click that button. Maybe this is just my page.
Yeah. It just invites you to Discord, that's it.
No, we can't get there. It crashes before we can do that. So it's telling me async await is not yet supported in client components, only server components. So how am I supposed to embed like server rendered stuff? Server component inside client component. Next.js 13 server and client confusion. All right, so it looks like this person's trying to do the same thing. From my understanding, we can't import server components only, include client components only when the server component contains any server only code. For instance, the database calling or using low-level async await. In your case, init view doesn't have any server-specific code, so calling it inside a client component, you may infer it to client component. What? I don't know. What? Client refers to the browser. The server refers to the server. Request response, network boundary. You can use React, use client, use server. Building hybrid applications. Think the flow of your code in the application is unidirectional. In other words, during a response, your application code flows in one direction from the server to the client. If you need to access the server from the client, you send a new request to the server rather than reuse the same request. This makes it easy to understand where you need to render your components and where to place the network boundary. In practice, this model encourages developers to think about where they want to execute on the server first before sending the result to the client and making the application interactive. You can interleave client and some server components in the same tree. Okay. Fetch data, server component. Access backend resources, server component. Keep sensitive information on the server, server component. That's what I'm trying to do. Keep large dependencies on the server. That's what I'm trying to do. Add interactivity in the client. Use state in the client. Browser only APIs in the client. Custom hooks in the client. React components in the client. So that's right. I'm doing that right. Keeping server only code out of the client environment. For example, use the following data fetching function. Export async function. Okay. Even though get data can be executed, whatever. To prevent unintended client usage of server code, install a server only package. Import server only. Sure, why not? Great. I don't know what that helped. And import the package into any module that contains server only code. Oh, so any compliant component that imports it won't work. So how do I use the server component in my client? I thought the entire point was to render them and then send them to the client. Am I not allowed to send them to the client?
React is really great.
Uh, your server component will not be able to. Okay. So how do you? So I guess I get rid of use client. I think I know how I have to do this. Oh, this is gross. So what I do is I get rid of use client from here, and it's going to be mad at me. And then what's going to happen when I reload this is that it's going to be mad at me because I'm using use state from React. So what I need to do is make a client component, and I need to call it something like, I don't know, most of the web page .tsx, and then back in page.tsx, I'm just going to copy most of the web page, except for this last part here. So I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it in most of the web page, and then I'm just going to close out that div. I'm going to close out main, and then I'm gonna make one of these, and then I'm gonna do a export default function most of page and then I'm going to import use state from React That's not how you're supposed to do that. So I want this.
Isn't the import system in TypeScript just so great?
Yeah, you love it. And then I want to import image from next image. And then I will replace within my page all of this stuff with a single most of the page. And then I need to import, I don't even know what I called this thing, most of page. Most of page from most of the web page. Most of page. And then most of page needs to be use client, except it needs to be the first line. You're importing a component that needs use state. All right. Go away. Wait. Oh, so its parents don't even. How do you do this? You know what? Whatever. I'll just say. Maybe one of these should be. I'm not using use state anymore. Actually, I am. What is it mad at me now for? Oh, I'm calling use state. This can go away. Oh, I don't. Ah.
You love JavaScript.
I just love JavaScript. So what I'll do is make a new component and call it the sign up button. I'll call it most of the sign up button. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete this. And delete this. Why isn't /star working? Is that not how you comment things out? Can I not comment out JSX?
JSX.
Yeah, /star. Is that not the comment? I have to wrap them in braces.
The hell? Wait, why are you commenting out things? I thought you said you don't comment out things.
Shut up.
I thought you have version control, right?
Shut up. Where'd most of my page go? What? Where? Where's my page? It's supposed to. This stuff is at least supposed to work. What's it mad at? Is this not? Why is this thing mad at me? Most of page does not exist on type JSX.intrinsic elements.
You import it?
What?
Oh, most of the web page. Yeah.
You must escape the JS. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did that. Do I need to. How is it? Shouldn't it put all of this stuff inside of here?
Um,
Do I not know how to put a React component in a React component? No, this is how you do it. Do I have to capitalize it? Everyone's capitalizing their stuff. Your import is prob messed up. Check the export.
that's great. React is such a great thing.
What am I supposed to do? Normally, I would just check the control flow and look at where my error is, or use the robust type system to find where I'm passing the wrong type in. But React is like, hey man, don't worry about it. You're good. Bye.
It's such a leaky abstraction.
Use Pascal case for React components or lowercase for HTML. Okay, I fixed that. Now, what's it? Is it complaining at me? Boundary error. Most of pages. Nope, that's. Oh, I didn't save. We got it, boys. And then I'm just going to do the Discord login. Oh, man. And see what we got there. Okay, it didn't give. This name is Toucan, says, take back what you said about React. No! Just because I got it working in the end, working, doesn't mean I can take back what I said. React is crap. Why didn't my Discord login? It's supposed to just say test. Where's my test? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that does work. So that's how you input server components. You have to have. You can't put a server component inside a client component. You have to have your main page, and you have server components and then client components, because the main page is going to be a server component no matter what, I guess. I do not like this.
Same I am.
So this stuff. So since we have an on click here, that's a client only thing. So we need to put this in its own component. So how do I make a server component reveal itself? I guess I just have to use an API and do another page or something, right? Do I just server render the whole thing? And quit my
Just
crying?
do it and go.
That would be too easy. Well, then where would my content be? That would just be me solving the problem instantly and quickly.
Instantly.
Yeah, instantly.
Sure.
Here, I'll just do it and go real quick. Everything.go. All right. Package, main, import, Discord, OAuth 2. Import. Dumb bit. Import. What's the name of that thing that everyone uses for front end now? HTMX. Do
sure.
the thing. Discord OAuth 2 HTMX. And if I was to run this, it would work perfectly. That's all I know.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, whatever to tell yourself.
I tell myself a lot of things, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
So we're just going to call this intro. I got to capitalize it. Introduction. And then we're going to rename this to introduction.tsx. Update imports. Why not? And then on page, I got to update this bad boy. All right, there we go. So now we got my introduction. So now I guess we'll just render the entire Discord login section on. Well, no. What we'll do is we will have. We'll get rid of this Discord login thing. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. So this thing's mad at me. Button press is not defined because this is a server component. Oh no, button press is not defined because this is in here. So we'll delete that. We'll delete this. So then what we'll do is, oh, this is gross. What do I do, Diesel? How do I recreate the whole thing, keeping in mind the server client boundary and how stupid next.js is?
Um,
And
so
if you
this is
say
what you
do it in
do.
Go, if you say
Okay.
delete this entire application and do it in some other language, particularly Go, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do actually.
Um, okay. So this is what you do. You close VS Code.
And then what?
You don't need to know the next step. Just
Hey,
it's
just curious,
just
buddy. What's your address? Your home address?
uh 305
Okay.
um D's
Okay.
Avenue.
Dees Avenue. What is Dees Avenue?
It's in the state nuts.
Okay. 305 D's in the state of nuts. Got it.
Yeah. The city is your mom,
Okay.
and the zip code is
6969
69420.
420. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've been there before.
It's a really nice place, you know?
Okay. Good. Good.
Great
Good.
great place to raise a family, you know?
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So I'll just make a new component for. Excuse me. Oh, about to sneeze. Anyway, I guess I'll just make a new component for the login button or for the sign up button. Sign up.tsx, and then I will export default function sign in. I'll call this gate actually. Gate.
Getting pretty close to another different word that you're familiar with.
I wouldn't know. So we'll export default function gate. What is this? This name is too kind. Says one of these and then one of these. No, thank you.
One of these.
These. Indeed. Indeeds. Oh, my grandma just called me. Wonder what that's about. Anyway. What am I doing?
What are you doing?
This is breaking my head. Like, why is it so bad? Anyway. So I guess I probably need one of these. So then my gate will be page.tsx. So my gate will be this whole thing. This whole div. And then I will delete that. And I'll paste it into my gate. Then I will format it. Then I will import use state from React, except it's lowercase. And I need to do curlies. And then I'll grab that use state stuff from somewhere else. And then I'll rename this to gate. I'll get rid of this Discord login. We'll go back into my app. Yeah. We'll call this gate.
I got another language you can write it in.
Is it Rust?
PHP.
Yeah, that'll work.
I mean, that'll be a challenge, but in a different way. You're gonna challenge your mental sanity. Oh wait, you're already doing that.
Yeah.
Do you have like a good therapist for this kind of thing?
I don't have a therapist at all. I think that might be my problem.
Oh,
Is that the
yeah.
secret of web dev? All right,
Dude,
use
yeah,
state
all
isn't
React
real.
devs have therapists.
I can tell. I get it now. Where do I use state? Use state. Const state set state equals use state. Okay, so I have that right. Import use state. Is it not from React? Import use state from React. Am I doing this wrong? Equals use state. What? Go away. All right.
So in your tags, for this Twitch stream, you have programming in lowercase,
Yeah.
but everything else is regular capital case.
I'm glad you
And
figured that out.
and yeah, it hurts.
So my gate, I need to be running on the client.
You also have like senior back, and that's capital, and then end is lowercase. And
Yeah.
then engineer, like,
Yeah, and what are you, a cop?
no, I don't write Haskell.
Oh, fair enough. Getting my windows in the right place. Okay, so it came up again, except I'm not. I don't need these. The gate isn't. This thing isn't. It's not. It's not loading any of this stuff. Am I? Oh, it's up there. All right. Why is it there? Flex, justify center, MT. So we learned this yesterday, but I forgot it.
Dude, how do you even center a div?
Easy. Justify center and then flex frog. All right. Okay. So let's go back to the previous lesson. Okay. So then we want justify center and then we want flex start. No. How do I flex dash
Oh, someone, the UI dev has said you can use item center.
this is wrong. This isn't helping me. Oh, he's trying to center a div. Yeah, yeah. You item center and justify center. We'll get you there. Does the button still work? It does. Inspect element, Control Shift I. I'm in the inspect element. What do you want? So I need to get this to go up higher. I think that's going to be in page. What's layout? What's that even about? We'll go into page. So this says don't start at the top. This says maximum width is 800 pixels. Then we put the introduction in, and then we put the gate in. So the introduction is here, and the gate is down here. So the introduction is fine, probably. So then the gate needs to be like right immediately below it. Computed box, okay. Where do I go for computed box? Style editor? Do I just inspect this thing? Justify around. I got my buttons. Flex column, justify center. Okay, so it's the. So I need to take this thing, this div flex call. I need to make it. I need to make it be up higher. Introduction set height to fit dash content. What? H dash fit. That wasn't it. Not gate. What? This one? That doesn't help. Introduction component. Oh, I see. You're saying it's taking up too much space. Ah, you're right. I'm doing min h screen. I want to do h fit. That makes more sense. Okay. Thank you. So then the next thing to do will be to make it so this yes is a button that redirects you to another page, because it's not. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this on one page. I think this is too broken. Thoughts?
I think you need like some crazy CSS animations.
I already have one.
What if you make it so that the button like runs away from you?
That's
So
really
like
good, but we're
if you
not going to do that
try
today. We'll do
to
this later.
hover over the no button, it it just runs away.
But like, how are they gonna join the Discord?
Oh, well, um, I think you should have another button that says I don't want to join the Discord, and then that one just runs away from you.
What does that accomplish?
It it's showing off your programming prowess.
I'm gonna commit all this stuff because it almost works right now.
You know, almost works isn't working.
I didn't ask.
I mean, I assume that the reason you have me on here is for my expert opinions.
Honestly, I knew
So,
I wasn't going to accomplish much, but if we're roasting each other, that's good content. Not that good. I only have 3 viewers, but something.
I mean, it's more than zero.
Here we go. Our friend in the comments has this name is Toucan has asked me to unsubscribe from a newsletter. We'll just unsubscribe, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. All right, I definitely
That is
clicked it
what
a couple of times in here. Yeah, I'm
that's what you need.
yeah. I mean, this looks like some real 3JS type beat going on. This is that good stuff. So this is what we want, right? Just copy that. And then we'll just take the no button. Paste that bad boy in there. All right. It didn't. Oh, it really didn't like that. We'll not do that. The heck were we doing?
It's a good question.
All right. I don't know what that's about. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that's right. I was gonna make a calendar. Yeah, let's throw in a calendar. Why not? What we need, capital C calendar. And we're going to import calendar from at components / calendar. And then we're just going to throw down a new component. We're going to call it calendar.tisix export default function calendar return calendar goes here. What? Oh. What? 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 Oh. All right. Oh, so when I add in yeah, you know what? Not even going to worry about it. Not even going to worry about it. All right. It didn't copy it properly. This is just so painful. This is so painful. I don't like this.
You just gotta get good, man. Just get good.
All right. So calendar will say, oops. Calendar mode equals single selected equals. I'm just going to straight copy this. I put this in the wrong place. There we go. React dot use state date undefined new date. How do I import React? That. Import use state. Oh, I'm not using state. Does my calendar work? It doesn't work. Why doesn't it work?
You can make it like an appointment system.
Yeah. I want people to be able to see a calendar for when the next thing is.
Isn't it always on Friday though?
It is. The next one is always next Friday. Use state only works in client components. As far as I can tell, this is how you're supposed to be doing this. Use client, whatnot. Maximum call stack exceeded. What?
That
What?
means you really fucked up.
Oh, I'm doing the wrong. Let's call this cal, and we'll call this cal.
Why? Why not just write it? It's like four more letters.
And we'll call this
5.
cal. All right.
I hate this.
What do you hate?
You couldn't spell out calendar?
We want cal. No, I had calendar spelled out, but it was infinite recursion because this was calendar and I'm calling calendar. I need to use the calendar. Import calendar.
Oh yeah, you are.
Where's my import statement? I had an import statement from at component / UI / calendar. I didn't have what? This isn't how I had this working. What? Use a calendar component to build a date picker. Oh, see, use client. Oh, so this is the calendar. I'm so mad at this. I'm deleting this. I'll figure that out later. Why do people do web dev?
You're a back-end web dev.
It's making me want to work on system stuff.
Well,
Like, at least with system stuff, when you solve a problem, you're like, man, that was difficult and annoying, but like, I get it. On this, it's like, man, that was difficult and annoying for no reason.
yeah, because a lot of the front-end frameworks are just like leaky abstractions just all over the place.
Well, that's how they all work. Is like they're defined by the fact that they're leaky abstractions.
Which is not good.
Yeah. Yeah. And why do I need this much stuff? What is all this? Whose idea was this?
Oh, have you looked at the all the packages that are just installed, like in the node modules?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do next.
It just go take a peek through there.
Beautiful. Wow. The absolute state of modern web development.
Although Uh, Tailwind is nice because they're actually starting to go in the right direction with that. Because you only use what you use, like it only gets compiled in what you're actually using.
Yeah. So why is it giving me a red? Oh, it's because I don't need this. All right, it still says there's a problem. What's my problem? Yeah, it's gone. Go away. Why is there still a red thing? Great. How do I want this to go away. What is this? What do these buttons mean? Ignore unescaped char with quick fix. Can I like close all of the? I don't want any of these things showing. All right, source, components, introduction. All right, it's complaining because there's like a ghost error. Oh wait, what's this about? Unbound breakpoint. Great. Why is this thing mad at me? Line 23, you've. Oh. Why is it putting an arrow up here though?
That makes sense.
Dude.
Yeah, React LSP is really good.
This doesn't even work. The quick fix is actually broken. Yeah, this name is Toucan. I figured it out, but like why would they suggest something that actually doesn't work? The LSP knows I'm not in a thing. And what are these yellow ones? Does this just mean that I'm not committed to Git? What's taking it so long? Committed to Git? What? Why is it like loading or whatever? I've got stage changes. Let me commit them. Open file, discard changes, stage them, and then I want to send it. What is what is this about, man? I just want all the errors to go away, or the dots, or whatever the heck. Man, I was doing all this reading about all the stuff, and I thought I was going to come in here and just like solve all the problems, and it was all going to work. I was going to get all these components and everything. Blah 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 blah. Nope, nothing. All right, starting with the root layer, which is the server component, you can then render certain subtrees of components on the client by adding the use client directive. You can still nest server components. During a request response lifecycle, your code moves from the server to the client. If you need to access data or resources on the server while on the client, you'll be making a new request to the server, not switching back and forth. When a new request is made to the server, all server components are rendered first, including those nested inside client components. The rendered result RSC payload will contain reference to locations of client components. Then, on the client, React uses the RSC payload to reconcile server and client components into a single tree. I don't know what that means. Since client components are rendered after server components, you cannot import a server component into a client component module, since it would require a new request back to the server. Instead, you can pass a server component as props to a client component. See the unsupported pattern and supported pattern sections below. Unsupported pattern, import server component. Supported pattern, do them as props. Export default function, client component, children. Return children. Children, React, node. Client components don't know that children will eventually be filled in by the results of a server component. The only responsibility client component has is to decide where children will eventually be placed. In a parent server component, you can import both the client component and the server component and pass the server component as a child of client component. That's how I was supposed to do that a really long time ago. So the solution is dependency injection. You got it, Diesel?
That's always the solution.
So next time I have this problem, just remind me, dependency injection.
I'll remind you of some injection.
Why are you so weird?
I'm not weird.
Yeah.
You're weird for thinking I'm weird.
No, you're weird, guy. Why do I have a Vim window inside of a Vim window? Oh, this isn't a Vim window. This is just line numbers for breakpoints. I don't want any breakpoints. I want to go back to my files. I don't want this working tree nonsense. I don't want this commit message. I want the commit message to go away. Is this not? Okay. Oh, I have to have a commit message. Why is this split? I don't want that either. I want all these things to go. I want to save that. I want all these things to go away. And then I want to open up my Explorer.
You know what's crazy?
What?
I open up a debugger far less in C++ than I do in JavaScript.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny because I open up a debugger never in Go. I don't know how to use a debugger on a Go program because it's all fully capable of being debugged right in here, right between my ears. And yet, I have to open up a debugger to write front-end code. And it's not because front-end is that complicated, it's because they've made front-end that complicated. Why did they make front-end that complicated? Whose idea was that?
Probably George Bush.
George Bush did it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's run the debugger again. The debug build. Let's connect to localhost 3000.
Might have been McCain.
And it's not working. And of course it's not working. Why isn't it working? It says it's here. Let's just throw it in the trash. All right, run dev. Go. Debugger attached. Localhost 3000. You know what? I'll do a new tab. Do a new tab. There we go. So we're back to where we started, except the sign me up button doesn't work. I'm clicking and it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work anymore? I haven't changed any of this stuff. It's supposed to set button press to true. And then if button is pressed, it should show me this stuff. Okay, now it works. I don't know what changed. So what we need to do is make it so that when they click yes, it'll come up with a thing that says prove it. And then have the sign in with Discord button, which will set off a request to the Discord API stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, man. We've literally accomplished nothing.
Yeah, but
And
component frameworks are the future, man.
the stream
Don't
is
you know?
basically over. Yeah. Thank you for cheering 169 bits, Diesel. I don't know why you felt the need to give me a dollar.
You're welcome.
Why does the HTMX website look so bad? It doesn't look bad, but like for a web like framework.
It's so great because it's simple.
No, but like this looks really neat. Like you would expect that your web component framework looks like
Well,
this.
it's HTMX isn't a web component framework.
But like React kind of looks like crap compared to the next.js one. But they got like neat stuff going on, right? Like if I was going to have a web like anything,
Yeah, but the whole purpose of HTMX isn't to make your the flashiest website there is. It's to make functional applications, but not functional in like a cop way, but functional in like a, you know,
yeah.
really good.
JavaScript fatigue, longing for hypertext, already in hand. JavaScript fatigue, longing for a
Yeah, I mean, you hardly have to write
hypertext,
any JavaScript.
already in hand. I'm going to ask this guy if I can be the CEO
Look
at
at that profile picture, man.
htmx_org. Hey, man, I'm having trouble with a next.js app. Can I just be CEO of HTMX and use HTMX from here on out? Post. All right. Well, Diesel, you have anything else to say?
Rewrite it in Rust.
Rewrite it in Rust. I'll take that under consideration. Anything else?
Um, uh, PHP is a second option.
Hmm. See, what I really like about this is I was like, oh, this project, it's not very complicated. It'll be a good like introduction to next.js. It can't be that bad. Next.js is supposed to be a full stack framework that just lets me do some server stuff and some client stuff, and it'll all be easy. And I already kind of understand how React is supposed to work. So let's hop right into it. And then I installed Next.js, and then I started the application, and now it doesn't. It's bad. It's really bad. I don't like this.
Maybe I'll try HTMX next.
Maybe I will try HTMX next, and then it'll be really stupid stream because I'll just do everything instantly and easily, and then it'll be functional and work, and that'll be that.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Diesel, for coming on the stream. Thanks, viewers, for sticking around. I'm two
Uh,
viewers. There's no viewers. Uh,
Actually, one of them's me.
yeah, I figured as much. And then they just always put one, just so you don't get discouraged from having 0 viewers, I think. Or it's me. So next time, hopefully Jordy will be on, and we'll be able to debug this issue that's been plaguing the server, the Discord bot. Or I'll just do it alone. Or I'll get someone else, or Diesel even, to come on and roast while I'm working on it.
Well, I
Anyway.
can write Go.
Yeah, or you can just write Go.
I can just rewrite it for you.
Okay. Good luck. All right.
Watch,
Bye.
junior engineer beats senior Go engineer.
I mean, you
Fuck.
can think that, but it's not. It's annoying. All right.